Hello and welcome to another video here by Mountainside Aviation. I'm in beautiful and very sunny Longmont, Colorado. And behind me is a new addition to our aircraft inventory that I'm bringing you today. It is a brand new 2025 Cirrus SR20 G7 Plus, finished in stunning Mykonos Blue and sterling silver with Obsidian gray and Alcantara inserts on the interior. This is a really beautiful aircraft and a really great opportunity for you to get your hands on a brand new Cirrus SR20. Not only they're limited in production, but also you're going to be waiting over 2 years on a wait list to get your hands on an aircraft like this. You know, you can give us a call here at Mountainside Aviation and we could show it to you tomorrow. So really great opportunity, and I'm excited to showcase this airplane to you and show you the difference between the premium package, which is what we have back behind me, and also the G7 Plus, which was recently released by Cirrus, and what that has to offer versus the G7 and why you really do want this airplane behind me. So why don't you come with me and take a look at it. In front of me, we got this beautifully aerodynamic designed, you know, staple Cirrus nose. One of the things that makes this airframe extremely versatile and unique is the fact that it's built mostly using carbon fiber. And so it's a very light airframe and very aerodynamic. So that allows this aircraft to cruise at 155 knots, which is much faster than anything really in its class and category. Underneath the cowling is a Lycoming IO390, which produces 215 horsepower. And we got a 3-bladed prop here, which is gonna increase your efficiency and make the cabin a lot quieter than any of its competitors with a 2-blade prop. 56 usable gallons and about a 709 nautical mile range at maximum efficiency. And so really a very capable aircraft in its class. And there's really a lot you can do with this, even at a higher elevation here in Colorado. The added horsepower that this IO390 adds as opposed to like an IO360 really does make a difference. And you know, with the premium package finish that this aircraft has, it looks a lot and feels a lot like its big brother, the SR-22, for a lot less money. As we come down the wing, you can see it's very aerodynamically designed and kind of the staple wing produced by Cirrus that has been incrementally improved as the years have gone on. Back behind me, we have the beautiful Cirrus gull wing doors. You know, for a big guy like me, it's in 6'2", 180 pounds. It really does make it easy for me to get into the cockpit of this aircraft, and I think a lot of people can speak for that. You know, I got long legs, and so sometimes squeezing into, you know, a small cockpit space is difficult, but getting into here is really easy with this big door opening that Cirrus has created. Coming back behind me, you got a couple things. Back behind here, you can see it says warning for parachute deployment inside, stay clear when the aircraft is occupied. And that is, if you're not familiar, the Cirrus CAP system, which is essentially a ballistic parachute that can be deployed under the pilot's control in the cockpit. And so if you're in a bad situation and, you know, God forbid you lose an engine at a low altitude, the CAP system is available and it's actually saved a lot of lives through the Cirrus. And Cirrus really prides themselves in having the safest aircraft possible, and this is one of the features that has really set it apart from the competition. And coming into here, we got the baggage door, and this is just another testament to, you know, this airframe, is that there's a lot of room back here to get, you know, multiple suitcases along with your passengers, and so you really can do some fun family trips or business trips with this aircraft. And I'll just close that. It's just an easy latch in, just like that. And we'll walk around to the other side. One thing I really want to highlight about the SR20 that a lot of people don't know is this airframe is the exact same airframe as the SR22. It's a completely identical airplane. The only difference is just the engine. And avionics-wise, same avionics, same systems, same everything. And so, you know, this airplane really kind of flies under the radar, and in my opinion is a little bit of a sleeper because, you know, for around 850 grand, which is, you know, what we're asking for this airplane, you can really have, you know, an SR22 with just a little bit less power. So especially if you're at a lower elevation or even up here and, you know, you don't need all that extra power, this is really a bang for your buck. It's got all the same room in it, and we'll go through that later, but definitely consider this airplane and take a second look at the SR20 if you haven't already done so. Now that you've seen the exterior of this aircraft, why don't you come with me and we'll take a look at the interior, and we'll talk about really the big thing with this aircraft, which is the fact that it is a G7 Plus, and we'll talk about the differences. So come with me. So sitting in here in this cockpit, it is extremely spacious, and probably, you know, I always say this is kind of the luxury SUV of, you know, the general aviation world, just the Cirrus in general. You know, the materials in here, we got these Alcantara, this Alcantara headliner, which is part of the premium interior option. And we've got, you know, these really high quality leather materials. These seats are extremely comfortable. They're diamond stitched. They have these Alcantara inserts, which are an option. And the first thing that I think anyone really notices is just the size of the displays in here. It's extremely minimalistic, and we've got two 14-inch Garmin displays with Cirrus's unique Perspective Plus system, which, you know, features a lot of things that just a standard G1000 wouldn't. It works specifically with Cirrus, so you have a lot of checklists and things that are implemented into the system. But besides that, it works pretty similarly to a G1000. And we talk about these 14-inch displays, it's significantly more. I mean, you think 12 to 14, how big of a difference can it be? It really is a big difference because it increases your screen real estate significantly. And really, when you're flying this airplane, especially, you know, for a long time, having the bigger screen just makes it a lot easier for you to navigate all of the systems. We've got two kind of multi-function displays here that are able to help you navigate. Their touch screen, and they help you kind of display different things on your G1000 setup. So let's just fire it up. We'll talk about a couple other things here that are unique with the G7 Plus versus the G7. Now, Cirrus came out with the Plus, G7 Plus version kind of midway through 2025, and there was a price increase with that. And now the 2026 model that came out, there's another price increase. So really, this aircraft being priced where it is about, you know, you're gonna pay about the same money or potentially even more for a newer aircraft 2 years from now when you get it. So you can have this one today for about the same price. But we talk about some of the differences. The big one is gonna be the Cirrus Autoland, which is a huge kind of breakthrough in general aviation and in aviation in general. And what it allows for is, you know, if the pilot becomes incapacitated, you know, the aircraft can essentially communicate with air traffic control, and it can fly itself, find the nearest airport, and land itself, so that, you know, if there are any passengers in the back, or the pilot itself can be safe in a situation where the pilot's unable to make those decisions. So you can see back here, there's a red button, and basically that is the Autoland. So if you need to have the aircraft auto-land itself for any reason, it can do that, and it can also control the power and everything like that. So huge breakthrough. A couple other things, it's got an automatic fuel tank switching system, which can be, you know, a very useful feature and reduce pilot workload. One other thing I'll mention is You know, lately I've been flying a CRJ900 Bombardier regional jet, and this cockpit is significantly more sophisticated and much better designed than the cockpit in that aircraft. The way the screens integrate with each other, the way I can control different features on the screens from the multifunction display. If I want to display my flight plan, I can do that. If I want to create a flight plan from here, or if I want to display weather, I can do that. The way that everything integrates with each other is really kind of a proprietary thing and something that you don't see even in the more sophisticated aircraft that are flying today. Not only this aircraft features the new G7 setup, but it also comes with air conditioning and an extended 5-year spinner-to-tail Cirrus warranty, which adds a significant amount of value to this aircraft. Once again, it's available today. And give us a call. We'd be happy to show you the aircraft and show you why your next step in your aviation journey is this beautiful Cirrus SR20 G7 Plus. Once again, my name is Francis Bunting. I'm the Director of Sales here at Mountainside Aviation, and I'd like to thank you so much for watching this video and coming along with me today to look at this beautiful aircraft. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or comments, or anything that we can help you with to advance your aviation journey and join our extended aviation family. Thank you.